Oh my God, you guys have been asking for me to do this video forever. Oh, ever since I started these kitchen nightmare reactions, I've seen it in my comment section like over and over again. I already stumbled on this intro. I'm not repeating it. I just do one take. So here we go. We're checking out Mill Street Bistro. You guys told me it was a two-parter in the YouTube comments, and I'll be doing both parts. This will be part one, and then part two will be the next video. So I hope you like, subscribe, leave a comment down below to feed the algorithm quads. And also check us out on Patreon, because we have to put a filter over these episodes because of auto detection on YouTube. Though this is transformative content by the way that I present it, I still need to do that. So if you want to see the unfiltered early access version, they're usually over on Patreon, including part two of this video. Now, in addition to all of that, I do want to say subscribe, stick around, like, do all those things, comment. And the reason why is that it helps the channel massively. We've been growing so freaking much, and it means the world to me. Also, I'm very consistent. I upload every day. Every single day. I upload too much. I have zero social life right now. So I hope you stick around. In addition to that, if you don't know, I am a restaurant owner. I own 2 restaurants currently, and they survived COVID, and they're still trying to climb their way back up. They aren't doing super well, but they're doing the best they can, and I'm really proud of that. They're doing well when it comes to reviews. They're doing well when it comes to customers and everything like that. And it's been really great to see us persevere through COVID and make it out the other side and not have to close down because of that time period. Anywho, I'm somebody with a lot of restaurant experience. I worked as a waitress beforehand, as a manager in the next level, and now I own 2 restaurants. They're not chain restaurants. They're locally owned, locally sourced foods as well. And yeah, let's get into it. Code word for today, so I know you didn't skip the intro, is commentary, because I do commentaries and not reactions, but I put reaction in the title because it gets more clicks. Let's get into it.
60 miles from Cleveland is
Let's
the
do it,
rural
people.
farming community of Norwalk, Ohio.
Ohio.
It's here where Joe Nagy, after losing his job in food sales, bought a livestock ranch and decided to open Mill Street Bistro.
You own a farm and a restaurant? Literally farm to table? How could there be an issue? You have literally cut out the middleman and have the freshest food you could possibly have. I'm excited to see what it's okay. That's amazing.
Worked for many old school chefs that
Wait.
were Europeans. Just hit it with
Wait, stop. You're the chef? But I thought that you worked in food sales and I didn't hear him talk about having any chef experience. I didn't hear about him having cooking experience. He's just saying that he worked with European chefs. Okay. Is there a name he's going to give? One famous European chef he's going to name? Or he's just saying Europeans in general?
wine right there. And always visualized having that place of my own. Mon chéri. The word fine dining is obnoxious. Get a doily on his plate, please, if you can't back it up. Guys, verbiage, okay?
Get a doily on his plate. The only time if someone puts a doily on my fucking plate is if it's a dessert, and I might let it go. But in fine dining, you don't do that. You don't put doilies on. You properly garnish your plate using sauces, using little maybe little mint leaves or something. You can do stuff like that. You can play around. Just no. But the food is fresh. It's literally from the farm. So like
Cristini's, you know what that is?
Okay.
But I know that I have what it takes to do it. This is their big moment at the bistro.
Joe is in denial. This is not a fine dining restaurant.
Who do you think you're talking to? This is the finest of the finest.
What he tells us every day is he is the best fucking restaurant from New York to LA.
I would put this restaurant up against anyone because the passion.
if you have to placate to your goddamn customers, you need help. You need therapy. Okay? Because it's not your customer's job to listen to you bitch and moan. You pay a therapist to do that. They're not paying for you to bitch and moan at them. Okay? No. And that's okay. Going to therapy is a great thing. I'm in therapy, right? Do you know why? Because bitching and moaning is what I want to do in my session time where I pay someone for me to do it. And then I work through my bullshit, right? Because everyone's got to work through some bullshit. But don't put it on other people who are paying for an evening out. Like if oh my God. Oh Lord. I'm already upset. It's too early. It's too early to be this upset. It's too early. Okay.
Really, we are mediocre at best.
Okay.
It's kind of gross. I don't know.
Isn't that wonderful? The food here is exceptional. We didn't get this elk from UPS. It comes from our ranch. It's fresh, sustainable, and local. We really are from farm to fork. That's why our food is the best by far.
He's always
Wait, he wears the same shirt he uses to cook in the kitchen as the same shirt he uses when he goes to his own farm? He doesn't change? What? What?
playing up the quality of the food.
We made that sauce from scratch.
And
I'm sorry. What else would we think? Wait, what? We made that sauce from scratch. I hope you fucking did. What else? I wouldn't think you didn't until you say that. The moment you say that while I'm eating it, I'd be like, is it fucking canned? Is he, why did he say that so specifically? Is it, what? I assumed, what?
I know most of our stuff is frozen.
Oh,
There are
frozen.
corners that are cut.
Oh, so fresh that everything is frozen. Yes, love
For
it.
example, the steaks come from a wholesale food club.
Looks good, looks good.
They turn brown, they start smelling. I'm like, I would not eat that.
Hey, Joe.
I'm eating right now.
I didn't know you came out with it before.
Excuse me.
When I think about Joe,
I'm sorry. The audacity of this bitch. I cannot believe he just hit her with that attitude for no reason. I'm sorry. Do you know what? You want something crazy? Back in the day when I used to be a fighting game commentator, I always told people, I was like, even if I'm in the middle of a meal, if you want to come say hi to me, I don't mind. Personal boundaries, I don't really care enough, right? Right? The only time I care is if you see me with my family. Don't interrupt my family. You can interrupt me as much as you want to, though, right? That's my whole thing. I don't care. Even when I work with people, if they want to interrupt me for something, no problem, right? No problem. You know why? Because we all have a directive. Life is not just about you, right? And for example, someone who like wants to come up and say hi to me while I'm like eating a meal or something because they didn't get a chance to say hi to me before at the event, I'm like, yeah, no problem. You want a selfie? You want whatever? Cool. I got food on my face to look a little bit pudgy because I definitely just ate right now, but that's cool. All right. Say carbs on 3, cheese. Like, I don't mind. Like, it's no big deal. But my problem is like, if you suddenly put up that barrier, which by the way, for content creators, if people want to say no to that stuff, that's totally fine. If you don't want to be interrupted while you're eating and stuff like that, you can put up those barriers. That's totally fine and acceptable. I don't want that to be like shunned on. I just personally, I don't mind. When it comes to like when I used to be more hands-on towards my employees, when I was more of a manager, like not when I owned a restaurant, I think I was more hands-on when I was a manager than anything. When I was a manager, one of the things I had to deal with a lot were like people coming to me with frustrations about things that are going on in the restaurant, especially when it came to tables, because handling a situation is my job, right? And then one of the biggest parts that you have to deal with is if someone's being a total fucking cunt at a table, right? Just flat out, that's what it is. It is what it is. And you got to walk up to them and be like, oh, hi, how is everything? I'm the manager. It's very nice to meet you. Here's my card. What can I do for you today, right? Like, what is our issue that we can resolve, right? And you give them options. You have to figure out everything in the moment and get it done, right? But the thing is, even if I'm in the middle of doing something else, it's my job as a person who's a manager to hear out the person who came to me for help. That's all there is to it. Even if I'm on a break, right? My thing is, here, tell me, and when I'm off my break, I'll handle it, unless it's immediate, right? But then I want that time off a little bit later for like the latter part of my break. Cool, right? You compromise, or you at least listen to the other person and then tell them, cool, I'll handle it when I'm off break. But you don't just go, no, I'm eating. Like, they're a person too. They're also going through something. Hello?
I think of an arrogant, selfish jerk.
Quit
He is a
asking all
jerk.
these arbitrary questions to these customers. Get the ice, cool it down.
He talks down to people.
Is there enough bread for dinner right now, or do you want me to do that part of the thinking too?
It's always somebody else's fault.
It's your
Jesus.
responsibility that the bread doesn't taste stale.
He makes it very unbearable to even be here.
The way
I'm sorry. He's telling his server, it's your job to make sure the bread isn't stale. Aren't you the head chef of your kitchen? Why are you not checking? That's your job, right? Also, his bread's not freshly baked. It's in a fucking bag that he bought from the grocery store.
you treat me is disrespectful,
Then you
crude.
need to find another place to work. I come to win. I didn't come to fuck up.
I don't think Joe can see past his ego.
Yeah,
I know
man, he really
that
can't.
Tommy and me are handsome guys. Don't come back here and stare at us.
Joe doesn't realize his actions affect our livelihood.
What is this?
That one, the owner was very condescending. The owner was rude. Business is super slow.
They have a little box for suggestions, and all of it is saying the owner was fucking rude. The owner sucks. We hate this guy. Boo.
And the big reason people don't come in is because of Joe.
I've never had a piece of meat come back in here in 10 years.
He's the one who needs to change his way of thinking,
Don't come around starting blah, 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 blah.
or we're not going to survive.
Is the Mill Street Bistro a kitchen nightmare?
I'm already
By no
stressed,
means.
and Gordon hasn't
We're not
even
a
gotten
kitchen
here
nightmare
yet.
When it comes to cleanliness, functionality, are we a kitchen nightmare because we have no asses in the seats? Yes. Yes.
He thinks everything's perfect. He just doesn't have enough clientele. That's his. He wants Gordon for the PR. He wants Gordon for the stars, for the little brownie points to get people to come in. Oh my god, his head is so far up his ass. So fun thing for the shows like this is that there's an audition period. You put in an audition tape, then they'll select your restaurant to go there, right? They probably saw this arrogant guy being the biggest jerk in the world in his video. And they were like, oh yeah, this audition tape? Oh, we got it. We gotta pick this one. Oh, this is free content. This guy's a dick. Like, holy smokes.
Before Chef Ramsay visits Mill Street Bistro, Joe wants Gordon to check out his farm so he can show him firsthand the livestock that supplies the restaurant.
Joe? Chef Ramsay, how are you?
Good to see you.
Pleased to meet you.
What a gorgeous
It's a wrinkly
place.
shirt, Gordon Ramsay.
just a small
You need to get an
little working
iron.
ranch. Let me show you around.
Please. How long have you had the farm?
8 years.
How long have you had the restaurant?
5 years. I want Chef Ramsay to critique my restaurant and say, you got something, Joe. That's what I'm looking for.
Look at these beauties here. Gorgeous.
You're going to try all these animals at the restaurant. This is all the things I've learned in Europe, in New York.
They said they bought their meat in wholesale, their steaks, remember? He said, these are the meats you're going to try in my restaurant. No, they're not. They already admitted that you bought your shit wholesale and a lot of it's frozen. You're lying. You're just lying.
In the places I've worked and as a tableside culinary chef.
I've seen you work as a chef.
I am self-taught by old school Europeans, master chefs that had a liking to me because of my passion.
Yeah.
I was in the food distribution business.
As a salesman?
Salesman.
You ever hear someone just lie about their credentials? And you just... Man, the amount this has happened to me when I'm talking to somebody who wants to seem more impressive is insane. Right? I get motherfuckers who do, like, especially back in the day when I was in a commentator and shit, right? I was in the fighting game scene. The amount of times people will blow smoke up their own ass trying to impress you because they're trying to get on like your good side and stuff, and like, you know, brownie plates with you so they can like, you know, oh man, I'm cool with Alicia, right? Shit like that. And it's like, bro, And I just literally every time shit like that happens, I go, oh man, that's good for you, man. That's great to hear. I love that for you. That's good stuff. I won't remember your name. I don't remember you. I remember nothing. And then they'll always try to hit me up. Even now to this day, I get people who are like, oh my God, Alicia, I met you in person. I'm the person who did blah, 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 blah. I'm like, that's great. Love that for you. I don't fucking, dude. I don't know, man. The few people I remember, I mean, I remember quite a few, but some of the people I remember are the ones who like created a genuine, awesome moment of like a good time. But if you walk up to me and you start just saying, so I actually did blah, 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 and blah, 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 like talking a resume into my ear, and the resume sounds like it's full of bullshit, dog, I will not remember your existence. It's not happening. Like, there's too many of you motherfuckers. It's not happening. It's not. Oh, but even now to this day, when I do interviews for the restaurants, I don't do it often, but once in a while I do. And because normally I try to be hands off as much as possible for in-person stuff because I am planning to move it to the States to be with my fiance. So I don't want to like be a crutch to my restaurants, leave, and then there's a big shoot, like a big shoes to fill, right? So I took a big step back. I do a lot of like the online work. I do a lot of like behind the scenes when it comes to like bookkeeping and working with that and like all filing and shit like that. I do like all of the numeric value bullshit, right? And it comes, especially when it comes to like cost cutting and stuff, the harder decisions to make, I usually make those ones, right? Because I'm less emotionally connected to everything. I help make the very like unilateral decisions to help the businesses stay afloat and stay stable. Now, with that in mind, was that the few interviews I used to do back in the day, you either get one or the other. There's one thing in interviews that, for there's certain types of interviews that are different, right? If you're going to go for corporate, very different style of interview. But if you're going for like a position in the food service industry, the one thing you can do to help you a lot in an interview, for those of you who might be applying for jobs, is the amount you're willing to work as a team and seeming excited to work with others or take challenges on your own, right? And in interviews, I don't ask what's your biggest weakness. I think that's cliche as shit, right? What I do ask though is what's something that you would need help with while you work here, right? And I ask them that, it's very deliberate. It's like, okay, instead of giving me a bullshit answer, now that I worded it differently, you're going to be like, okay, what do I struggle with? If someone goes, you know what, socially, I'm not the best, right? Or they go, you know what, I get along great with people, but sometimes I'm forgetful, right? Things like that I can work with, right? I'm like, cool, I'll just teach you more about pleasant demeanor. When you start hovering tables, we'll see how it goes, right? Or, oh, cool, you're forgetful. We have a POS system, right? The system actually remembers everything for you. It's all written down in it as long as you take the order live from like the touch screen, right? When you're in front of them. So you're totally fine. Nothing you do should ever have to has to reflect on memory unless it's the items from the menu itself. Can you memorize a menu? Like, can you memorize what items are on the menu? If it comes down to that and you're not able to do that, then like that's where we have to part ways. But other than that, right? We just need to make sure you're familiar with the menu enough, right? So things like that, where we kind of work our way through like what would be an issue before you start, right? And that's like where if you give me an answer like nothing, I am great. Or you give me one that's like, I just work too hard. I'm like, you are so full of shit, right? It's so disingenuous that I'm like, you know, it kind of gives me a little bit of, but then my other question that helps me really determine if I'm going to take you or not, why did you leave your previous job? Never speak badly about your previous job, no matter what you do, even if you fucking hate it. Because what happens is that if you talk ill about your previous job, that makes the person who you're applying to work for think that you will talk shit about their business as well if they have to fire you. Yeah. So, to be fair, that question is disingenuous. It's disingenuous when it's asking like, what's your greatest weakness, right? But if you ask them like, what do you have difficulty with in a workplace environment? Like, you need to like figure out what somebody actually needs help with. I know that there was one employee we had who had tics, right? So she had audible tics, right? And we still hired her because she's a very pleasant girl. She had tics, but her tics weren't like anything like cussing or anything. It was like making this popping noise, right? This popping, and then her face would have like a facial twitch. And she was so anxious about that when she was in the interview, she was like, it happened in succession because she was so nervous. Oh, sorry, my face froze. My tracker, 1 second. All my trackers getting back to. Right? And when like I was telling her like, oh, it's like, what's your like face back? All right. I told her, I was like, okay, so like what's your like concern about like working and like blah 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 blah. And she was like, I think my tics got me fired from my last job because I had a hard time speaking because of how often they happen when I'm in a high stress scenario. I'm like, okay. And I was like, so one, if you get fired for that, that seems extremely bad on the previous business you worked for. And she goes, no. And she corrected it quickly. She goes, no. I worked for them. They were fantastic to me, but it literally stopped me from doing my job because I was working drive-through. And drive-through is so fast and so demanding, and I just really couldn't handle the switch. She goes, I work better in an environment that's a little bit more slower paced, that I could still handle the pressure. It's just that when I know there's a big line of like 20 cars outside, that's when it starts to really get to me. She goes, but if I have 10 tables, that there's a pacing on working inside. And I was like, oh. And I was like, when she explained that to me, I was like, I don't see anything that dissuades me from hiring you, right? That she expressed herself and explained the situation that happened previously, but explained how it's not going to hinder her current work. I was like, perfect. No problem. We did hire her. She worked for us for about 8 months or so. And then she ended up going away for university at a different location in Canada. So she moved away. Very great terms. And her tics sometimes would have people, you know, saying a few snide comments here and there, whatever, from customers. But she handled things so well and was such a great asset to the team. And sometimes people admitting something that's a struggle for them helps them make them a better candidate because they can also tell you how to help correct it. That will make it easier to work with them. And things like that in an interview and that honesty level can help a lot. And I'm not sure when it comes to chain restaurants. I've never worked in chain restaurants. I've only ever worked for like one-off shops and mom and pop shops. I've worked in some highly established restaurants. I worked in one that was for fine dining. That was owned by a restaurateur who owned multiple restaurants, but they weren't a chain technically. So I've been in a lot of scenarios, right? And it's just important, yeah, to hear people out, especially for stuff like that. You used to work for Amazon, have nothing good to say about it. Dude, if you worked for Amazon, pray for you, bro. That shit, I've heard horror stories from Amazon. Like, not even like from actual people, because I don't really know many people who work from Amazon, who work at Amazon, that is, but I heard a lot of horror stories online about it.
Large distributors. Well, things changed, so I opened up a restaurant. But
And what type of restaurant is it?
I like to say fine dining.
Fine dining.
I'm sorry. Did he really say that the shit that we looked at? This man, just one more time. This man on your screen, that is the embodiment of fine dining. Him. Just want to make sure. This one. Yeah? We sure?
And is the restaurant making money?
No,
Why?
because we have to get more asses in the seats, and we have to get people to take us serious. I think some people are finding me pretentious.
Really?
They're
Yep.
finding me arrogant.
Yep.
I'm not arrogant. I'm a
You are.
passion-loving person.
Right.
Says every narcissist ever. Says every narcissist ever to exist ever. Oh my God. Oh my God.
Let's just kind of swing over here. The Buffalo, they should be in the next several weeks having calves. This is my buddy here.
Your buddy?
Yeah.
Oh,
He,
goat.
Hey, come here, Skinny.
What's his name?
His name's Skinny?
Skinny.
Yeah, he's very affectionate. He just really wants to be loved, you know.
Are we going to slaughter him?
No.
No. Oh.
You know, I always tell Skinny, I said, you're the only one that's not going to get whacked around here. You know what I mean? Everybody else is up for
wow.
debate. You know, but he's like my dog, and I take him for rides.
He's not your pet, Skinny.
Yeah, he just loves to be around me.
He's close to you, isn't he?
Yeah, he's an affectionate guy.
I'm sorry. I love animals. And I think it's cute if you make a goat your pal. That's cute. That makes me happy. Oh.
We're about to kiss him then, weren't you?
Nah, I don't kiss him.
I can tell you guys are close.
Yeah, we're close.
Maybe a little too close, eh? Hey.
Hey.
Hey, don't you dare.
Yeah.
Hey, fuck up.
Hey, stop.
See,
It's not a buckle.
Yeah. Me and you talking. I'll be 2 minutes, Skinny, okay?
You grab a glass of wine,
It's
and
cute.
you pull over here, and he comes over, and he's just licking your hand, and you're just sitting there going, it's worth it.
So you have a glass of wine with him as well?
I think things get a little strange when you have this relationship with farm animals.
Oh, he's so
You done
cute.
this single-handedly? You and Skinny?
Me and Skinny.
When was the last time you had a day off?
Never.
Never?
I don't
Joe,
know.
come on.
The things that I'm doing, it's pretty incredible, even to
When's the last time you had a day off? Everyone slowly looks at Alicia. Mind your fucking business. Mind your own fucking business. This doesn't involve you. Listen, this part of my job, this recording stuff, easy. No problem. This, dope. Love this part of my job, okay? This this is just vibing, having some good commentary, hanging out with some homies in chat, okay? It's everything else. It's everything else. Everything else is what the hard part is. Yeah. But, you know, recordings I look forward to most of the day anyway, so I'm chilling. But yeah, I do work every day. Yep. But I'm having a lot of fun doing recording stuff. Time off when, Alicia? When I'm dead! No, actually, I plan on taking a week off when that timer hits 0. So whenever that happens. But for now, hi. I actually have a side project coming up in March. So Alicia will be doing more than her usual content. She'll have even more content, which means I'm going to be even more busy starting March. Yay!
my standards.
What excites me is when I see a man this motivated to put all this effort into food in your local bistro.
Yeah.
I'm dying to taste some of that passion.
Let's do it.
Okay.
I'll see you back at the restaurant. Thanks for coming out, Chef.
Thank you. Tell Skinny we're just friends.
I love Skinny. He's so cute.
Farm-to-table restaurants have a strong appeal with Chef Ramsay. After being impressed by Joe's farm, he's quite anxious to try the food.
Hello.
Good afternoon.
What a gorgeous place.
Yes, thank you.
Look at this.
Oh, it's very warm.
Stunning, yeah.
Yeah, that's.
Follow me, please.
Excellent.
I like the flooring.
Why is the fire on 95 degrees?
That is just for aesthetics. It is actually
aesthetics.
not putting out heat, but it can. It can if you need.
So that's not really a fire. So turn it off?
You could.
Well, it's 95 degrees outside, so I just thought, when it's that hot,
Agreed.
when it's that hot outside, do you want to walk in and see a fire? Right, where would you like me to sit?
Right over here.
Okay,
You are welcome.
I'm gonna be real with you. That's so nitpicky. I don't care about that. If you have like a fire going on, even if it's hot outside, it just aesthetically it looks pretty. I don't know. I don't see a big deal with that.
Just out of interest.
Yes.
What's the name tag for?
We've always had this since we opened.
But we're not a chain, are we?
We are not.
No. Could you take it off?
Now that I think about it, yeah, when I worked in fine dining, we just wore dress shirts. We wore a dress shirt and a waist apron, right? For like that sleek look. And then I had dyed hair back then, so I had to wear a hair clip and hide the fact that I had dyed hair so that it all looked all black to be uniform. Because you can't have dyed hair in fine dining. I had to take all my piercings out and everything. Yep. There's like a certain code you have to have. But I realize now Yeah, it wouldn't really be this. It definitely wouldn't be a fucking polo. You have to wear dress shirts. That's... What?
Of course.
Please.
Yay!
They're wearing polos.
Little lost dogs. I'm fine without it.
What's wrong with this fine dining bistro?
The business is lacking.
Why do you think that is?
It would be Joe and the way he treats the guests
Treats the
out on the
guests?
floor. Yes.
Oh, really?
If they have a complaint.
He goes and, what, victimizes the customer?
It has happened, yes. I've seen it happen.
Wow.
Woo!
And he's trained with some of the best chefs in Europe.
I've heard that story, yes.
Seriously?
I've heard that story,
Wow. I mean,
yes.
Things are starting to
Oh, she aired him out.
Anyway,
She
I'd like to
aired
see
him
as much as I
out.
can,
Okay.
So I can get up to speed with this fine dining bistro.
Sure.
Any specials?
The features we have this evening, we have house-made bruschetta for an appetizer.
Specials.
Features. We are told to use features as our descriptive word for what we have available that is not on the menu.
I feel like I'm going to see a movie.
What restaurant says features? Who does that?
What? Why is that? I don't... Who cares? That's as picky as somebody saying, can I have a small glass of Merlot? And me going, oh, you mean the 6.5 ounce? Like, who gives a fuck? What? Just say specials. It doesn't matter that much. Features is salesman talk. Oh, true, because he used to be a salesperson. Oh, shit.
So do you have any features?
Yes, our features this evening, elk medallion served over a grilled portobello mushroom cap.
Let's go for the elk feature. Okay.
All right.
Oh,
The
elk.
catch of the day, we are offering a trio of our Ohio-raised bluegill. We have perch and largemouth bass.
Let's go for that.
Okay.
Local, love it. Scallops on croûte.
Okay.
For the vegetarian ravioli primavera. Onion soup, please.
Okay.
Oyster Rockefeller. Porcini scallops, I gotta go for.
Okay.
Is that a quesadilla?
It is a quesadilla.
An elk
Fine dining
quesadilla?
bistro. Well, let's go a little bit Mexican, shall we? I've never had
Okay.
an elk quesadilla.
I'm sorry, elk quesadilla. Did you read that on the menu? Elk quesadilla? Wouldn't that make it chewy inside of the case? How does that? Why would you combine that? What? Bluegill isn't a good fish to eat. I did not know that. I've never had bluegill.
Yeah, lots of elk, but not quesadilla. Is that a typo error?
That is the price.
New York strip, 26. Filet mignon, 29.
Yes.
They must be some of the most expensive.
No, this was filmed. This was filmed way back. Never mind. This was filmed way back. Because remember, I told you guys I went to a steakhouse for my birthday, but like how like culturally it works is that whoever's birthday it is pays for everybody. I told you guys how much it costs. Yeah. Yeah, double that with inflation. Yeah, exactly. That's how I would have paid if double that for because I paid about $50 per steak, 55. Some people were 65 for the steaks they ordered. But that'd also be very similar to the price of this if you just match to inflation. So it'd be the same thing. So, yeah, my current 65 to 50 would be like that. So 100 with the tip. Yeah. I tipped them extremely well for that big outing. That's because I always tip extremely well, to be honest, because like after working as a waitress for so long and as a manager, I tip like crazy because I get it. I've been there. Yeah. Though Canada, you're supposed to pay minimum wage and stuff like that, and then tips in addition, but I tip well because, again, I've dealt with a lot of people.
Expensive prices locally, right?
Correct, yes.
Wow. I think we're done, darling. Nice to meet you.
You as well.
The good news is, at least it's farm to table, so I got something to cling on to.
All right, he wants a French onion soup. Do his quesadilla, start getting that prep. We do things with passion, with integrity. I need 10 raviolis.
You know, next time I'm about to fuck my fiance, I'm gonna be like, I do this with passion and integrity. Just to see what he says. I'm gonna say it for show. What does that even mean in this situation, right? We get it. You're cooking with passion. How many times has he said that word in the past goddamn 9 minutes? This is insane.
Please. The food here at the Bistro is the freshest.
My dad does not watch my Kitchen Nightmares reactions. We're good. Don't worry.
How are you, sir? That is on the badge. Bill. Yes, I know your name now. You can take it off.
Thank you.
Excellent. Come on over. Good to meet you. Put that down, bud.
You as well. It's a pleasure.
Likewise. What's the first thing wrong with this place?
Well, we make no effort whatsoever to market to the locals.
Really?
Apparently,
That's huge. You need to market to your locals. One of the things that we do is a lot of volunteer work for my restaurants. We'll like cater to like local like if there's like local food drives or stuff like that, or if there's like local one of the big things that we did was there was like hospital charities going on where it was like a whole little fair with a bunch of attendants, and we made like I think about 600 700 portions of food and gave it out for free there, right? To like help people like start to invest and pay towards helping the charities such as like the hospital. We've also catered for like galas and stuff for investors as well to like that help out with things like hospitals and things like that too, because of how much in particular my family's had a lot of health issues. Like for example, my sister had renal failure, so kidney failure, and I myself have cancer. So we are very like proactive towards helping hospitals, especially when it comes to children's hospitals. So in relation to that, we tend to help out the community whenever they do fundraisers and things like that for that stuff. Like that's super important to it. Our family go, okay, yeah, we are. So my sister actually got a kidney transplant from my mom. So she's good right now. She's doing great. No dialysis or anything. Myself, I've been battling cancer for quite a while. I ended up moving back in with my parents while battling. I'm still with them right now. And I'm doing great. I'm doing really great. I mean, I'm really exhausted all the time. I'm sleeping for maybe 16, 17 hours a day. But when I'm awake, I'm having a great time. I can't wake up half the time though. It's very difficult. So whenever I get like a day where I feel really good, I start recording for hours on end. Then when I don't feel good, I'm sleeping for like 18 hours a day. I just do whatever my body tells me to at this point. It's chill. It's chill. Yeah. So all good. But I'm doing pretty good. I'm doing pretty good. My last biopsy showed that my largest mass is gone. I only have 2 malignant spots left. So we're just waiting to go for the next biopsy due to my treatment. But my treatment's been heavier. Starting at the end of December, early Jan. So end of December is when we started the new med to help that's a little bit stronger. So I've been really going through it this past month. My body's trying to readjust, but I got like I'm really like shaky and shit. It's brutal. And my body gets really exhausted from the shaking, so I end up sleeping all the time and sweating a lot. But overall, I'm pretty great because my pain level on average is so much less besides the physical fatigue. Because I used to have a lot of pain in my uterus because of the mass, because of my cancer mass was so large. Whenever my bladder got full, it would press and I would have a lot of pain. So I had to constantly make sure I peed all the time. And now, since the mass is gone, I don't really feel that much pain. So I can like bend more and I can like move around a lot without feeling as bad anymore, which is awesome. And then now it's just the physical exertion from treatment is pretty bad. That's all. So, but overall, pain level's way better. But my whole body's pain is like aching because of how much I'm shaking and sweating from treatment, and like my muscles hurt. So I take a lot of magnesium and stuff like that to help. Yeah. So I'm pretty good overall. Like we're definitely in the final stretch of kicking cancer's ass. It sucks that a year ago, my doctors told me like things are looking so good, we'll probably be done. And we're getting my biopsy done. And they thought that I beat it. And when I got the biopsy done, it was like, nope, the mass is still there. And I was really stupid and told my community that I beat cancer before my final biopsy because my doctors made me so hopeful just to find out that I still had it. And that was a really shit time in my life. So now what I do is I keep myself realistic. I'm like, I will not tell anyone that I've beat it until my doctors say it to me flat out instead of being hopeful like they tell me to. Because that was terrible experiencing that. Telling my family, and then getting the results of my biopsy just to be like, yeah, no. That was terrible. But yeah, it's chill. I'm really good. And also financially, I'm really good, which is amazing. So I just want to make sure that's very clear. Yeah, me uploading his videos as much as I do and the Patreon and all that stuff for me uploading videos and doing content, I'm completely fine financially and it's amazing. So I have no issue where I'm like, I have cancer, give me all money. It's like, no, I have cancer, but you can give me your money if you think I'm funny. Like, but yeah, it's chill. It's chill. I'm doing really well overall. Just physically, oh, I'm so exerted. So exerted. Anywho.
The local area.
Seriously?
I think that's probably a problem.
I thought it was pricey, but I mean, 16,000 locals on your doorstep. Why would you ignore them?
Arrogance?
Wow.
He thinks he's too good for his
How'd you
locals.
rate it?
Oh,
In
that's
terms of food
stupid.
On a scale of 1 to 10.
5.
Bill, you're scaring me. Can I meet all the staff with the badges? I want to get rid of those bloody things. Let's call a meeting with the badges. Say hello and give me a badge. Let's go. Turn your badge in. You're a wanted man. Down. Excellent, thank you. Next. First name?
That's so cute.
Rebecca. Excellent. Madam.
Good job, Bex. Love that for you.
Come here, you.
Hello.
Name tag. Down. Fire's off. Badges are down. Excellent.
All right, already improving.
Ma'am. I can hear him now. Is the onion soup supposed to be so goddamn bloody good?
All right, so we have the French onion soup to start you off.
Thank you, my darling. Who made the soup?
Joe makes the soup.
Joe. Wow. Thank you. The cheese is barely melted.
Sorry.
Jeez.
I love the editing. Because listen to the sound effects they made for the soup. They made ploop, 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 ploop. Listen to that shit. Listen.
Wow. Thank you.
Squitch. Squitch.
The cheese is barely melted. Jeez. Normally should be a little more packed with onions. There's so much fat on top of it. Greasy.
This is going to GR. Amy's up.
All right.
Oysters Rockefeller.
Okay, great.
I'm sorry. What's on the lip of his plate? Hold on. Okay, so you're telling me you're expediting. You have a towel in your hand, and you didn't clean the rim? You just left it weirdly garnished like that? Clean your rim.
Oh, what is it?
Oysters Rockefeller.
Look at it. It's just all this bullshit on the side. Look at all that.
May I take that?
Thanks, darling. Yeah, it was really greasy on top.
Okay, I'll let
Greasy,
him know.
watery, and short of cheese and onions.
Okay.
What happened here?
That is a parsley infused oil
And he squirts that on top.
around the rim.
Jesus.
Yeah, why the rim, right? That's what I'm saying. Why is that all over the side? Jesus. It looks so messy.
Chef Ramsay said that it was greasy, had a lack of onions, and not enough cheese.
Not enough cheese?
Not enough cheese.
Let me go talk to this guy.
Oh, hell no. Oh my God. Oh my God. He's already talking. No. He's him and Gordon. Okay, it's happening. It's happening. It's happening. Everybody buckle in. Buckle in. Buckle in. Buckle in, folks. Buckle in. It's happening.
Chef, would you like us to prepare another French onion?
Joe, it takes about 4 hours to caramelize the onions. I'd like to move on.
Want to move? Okay,
And
sure.
I'd like to continue tasting.
Sure.
And,
Okay, let's do that then. Have you had an opportunity to taste
yeah.
the Oysters Rockefeller?
Is that a bechamel on top? What is that on there? What have we put there?
It's the hollandaise.
Holiday, because it's all broken, but I had to spit that out because it's bitter. That normally comes when oysters are frozen.
Mm-hmm.
What's the oil around the outside that's like...
We just put a little bit of our olive oil. It was just more of a garnish that should
So
not have been.
can you see my rim?
Yeah, but I don't see anything on the oysters.
Right. Well, I got it in there.
Why are you... The rim is supposed to be clean. That's... You garnish in the... Why is he... I swear, like, it's just... Okay, I'm good. I'm good. I'm melting down, but I'm good. I'm good.
Well, we're not dousing the plate in oil.
I'm not here to argue. I'm just telling you...
Yeah, I can make you another one of these if you want to just keep on moving.
Oh, no. Let's move. Let's keep moving.
Let's keep moving. Okay, I'll take these away.
Excellent.
When it comes to Chef Ramsay, I'm not intimidated because I know a lot of chefs. I've cooked and been all around.
I'm not intimidated by him. It's not a fucking dick showing contest. What do you mean intimidation? He's just giving you feedback. What are you so defensive about? Also, I want you to listen to what he said. I want to just listen to what he said because he's lying. That's why his voice is wavering. Ready for this?
Intimidated because I know a lot of chefs. I've cooked and been all around.
I know a lot of YouTubers. I've been outside. That's what it's like. That's the energy it gives. Like, shut the fuck up, man. You don't know shit. Shut up. Stop it. Stop it right now.
Mr. Rockefellers were terrible. That's funny, man.
Oh, we have a look. Please, put that down. That looks... Oh, why is it on a rack?
Oh, this is just so we can show our...
Who makes the cake?
They come from Cleveland.
And there's like a procession of funeral for the cake. Walk past the gallon and throw some...
What? 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 What is that? What is that? What is that for the garnish? Stop it. No, you're lying. This is paid actors. This is too insane. This is too stupid.
Okay.
Ready? This is what you do when people are dead.
Do you want me to sing too?
Yeah.
Stop it.
Long rest of the cake.
He has too much fun with the girlies, doesn't he? He got too much fun with them.
What we should be doing is, look, you should have that. Turn around. You carry the front of the procession.
Okay. He's the Rizzler, bro. God damn. He got the girlies all giggling. God damn.
What in the bloody hell are putting carrots on it? A puff pastry. Why would you do that?
Sorry,
Carrots on it.
Are you sure that's a carrot? That's insane. That's so funny. It's a big carrot to me, man. Some carrots, you know, not all carrots come in the same size, okay? It's how you use your carrot. Mine's delicious. Mine's great.
A puff pastry. Why would you do that?
That's your little baby Winky.
This would be your scallop en croûte.
Thank you, Diane. Are these the local carrots?
Micro carrots.
Oh, micro carrots.
Micro carrots.
Chef,
From the local farm.
do you not think you should let it grow a bit?
Remember Pikmin, the game? Are we Olimar? What the fuck is on my plate? What is this? What is happening?
Well, I don't think they're there to be really eaten. They're more for a garnish. That's a garnish.
So
Just to add some color.
okay.
But I would like to explain what we're spending on micro carrots.
Yeah. Can we go through this after?
Whatever you want to do. You are here
Right.
as our guest.
Can I give those back to you? Joe?
I mean, I don't personally want them myself, but you can take them back to the kitchen.
Oh. No, I personally didn't want them. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Amy.
I have staff here that'll take care of that. You don't hand me raw food in my...
Why do you think your staff is beneath you? Why do you think your staff is beneath you? That's so confusing. What? You're all just people. That's genuinely confusing to me. What? Wait, what? What? Why? What? See, this is the same thing that like always weirds me out. It's like, why when people put themselves on a weird pedestal, like no one fucking matters. We're all the same. We're all just people. Right? It just doesn't. That's weird, man. This is like you wouldn't even have your business if you didn't have employees. You can't act that way. You can't treat them like lesser. Like that's Jesus.
Man, that fucking pissed me off, man. We don't need them to bust our balls over if there's little petite carrots that go there. Those same carrots go to the White House. Those same carrots go to the 5 Seasons. They go global, okay?
No, not the 4 seasons, the 5 seasons, bitch. Hold on. Yeah. Yeah. They so good, they make another season. Oh, you only knew about the 4 seasons? What you know about the 5? He's so full of, it's like he can't stop lying. He can't stop. It's amazing.
Who would care if a fucking micro garnish carrot was on as a garnish? You're gonna hand the owner the little petite carrots?
Okay, if you're gonna be insulted by someone handing you the petite carrots, why put them on in the first place? Because you're handing it to them.
He's in the wrong place.
What the fuck is
Now
that?
that Chef Ramsay is
Okay.
beginning to question the cuisine,
Can I give those back to you?
Joe is beginning to show his true colors.
I don't personally want them.
I see your true colors.
Sorry, Amy. These things are, they're like rubber bullets. It's so firm. And look at this. Pastry's
You know
raw.
what? I had one of the best scallops of my life with a shrimp that cost way too much money for it. And ever since I had that singular scallop, it changed my life because it fell apart in my mouth. And I was like, and my God, scallop, not scallops. I know it was a singular scallop and 1 shrimp as an appetizer. Still breaks my heart.
Is a common complaint.
Gooey, slimy, gross.
Just 1 scallop. You know what, man? We're not going to talk about it. It's fine. That's in a different video. I don't remember which video we recorded, but I talked about that. It's very upsetting.
Joseph? Firm, chewy, rubber, bullets. Disgusting.
Apparently there's nothing that he likes. Okay, yeah, just set it down. We said we'd talk about it at the end.
Okay.
So, puff pastry is about as flaky as you can fucking get right here.
But it's doughy right there. You can see it being...
Doughy to me.
Yeah, it's doughy. You can see it being doughy. What the fuck is he talking about? You can see that.
Is that the...
That looks so nasty.
Yeah.
What the fuck? That's not a quesadilla. That's not. That looks so gross. No, Gordon, no!
It's like chewy, tough. And if there's one thing that should never go...
I was saying that. I was like, if you put elk in there, it's going to be so chewy. It's like, there's no way you're going to enjoy that.
Elk. I got one thing to say to this quesadilla. Adios. Wow.
The vegetarian ravioli.
Oh, jeez. I spotted some more of that oil again.
Yes.
Oh.
Okay, if this showed up on your table, what would you think it is? I would never have guessed ravioli. I would be like, was it latkes? The potato pancakes? Latkes? Are that what they called? I think they'd be like that or something. I'd be like, okay, these little brown pucks. I don't think I would have guessed ravioli. Latkes, thank you. Yeah. I would assume that. I don't think I ever would have guessed. Someone said cookies. Oh, I could see it being a cookie. Like a free-form cookie. It's not really circular, but it's like, it's got something going on there. It looks like chicken nuggets with extra steps. I like that comment. That's a good one. Literally every other type of food except ravioli. Yeah, I really... If you put this down and he didn't say ravioli, I really couldn't guess what this is. It'd be really difficult. Like, that's crazy. Falafel's a good guess, too.
Jeez.
Like a really shitty falafel.
Is the dish I least like serving.
not a good falafel, but a shitty one. Yeah, I could see that.
You're welcome.
Excellent. Look at it.
Oh, it's dripping in grease and... Oh! What is that? What is that? It's like gray gunk.
That is a joke. I mean, it's ice cold. Let's get one thing right. Farm to table is not. Farm to garbage can. It's disgusting. Amy, will you show him that? It's ice cold.
I certainly
Yeah?
will.
Thanks, darling.
Joe, these are...
Bad country fried steaks.
cold.
Yeah, actually, that would be a good example,
They were
too.
hot when they went out.
It took me 10 seconds to get from here to
I know.
there.
I guess we could cook them till they're totally piping hot.
I think they should be. Not cold.
Yeah, that's how we do it, man.
Right on.
his back sass was saying, I guess we can cook them till they're piping hot. And it's like, yeah, you idiot. What the fuck else would you do? What? That's so stupid. What?
Wow, catch of the day.
Catch of the day.
Oh, jeez.
We have the sea bass, the perch, and the bluegill. One thing I did need to ask you, temperature preference for your elk medallions.
I'd like to go mid-rare, please.
All right.
Thank you, madam.
You're welcome.
Jesus. The fish is dry. Almost like it's been freezer burnt. And that one there, grease.
Oh, it's pooling. Oh, God.
Amy, rescue me. Rubbery. And this one here, the perch, you go, it's full of grease.
Very greasy.
I don't know why you do a trio all the same with the same breadcrumb.
I agree.
You do a trio of fish where you prepare them all the exact same. What is the intention? What? Dude, even the motherfuckers at Red Lobster don't do that. The motherfuckers at Red Lobster got a trio, and that shit's 3 different things. How are you fucking it up that bad that Red Lobster's doing better than you, and you're supposed to be fine dining?
But the biggest disappointment is nothing tastes fresh. A catch of the day means fresh. But to me, they all taste frozen.
Okay.
Thanks, darling.
Okay.
Is Red Lobster bad? Red Lobster isn't bad. They got amazing cheddar biscuits. Oh my God, those biscuits are crack. But they're not bad. It's just they're a chain. And if you're supposed to be like, they're mid. They're just like average. They're fine though. They're not bad. Their biscuits are fucking good though. But besides that, they're fine. Like, again, but though they're not fine dining, they're just a chain. So it's like, hello?
Tom, it all tastes frozen.
Yeah, no, Red Lobster is closing, yeah.
Hey, Amy, set that down right now. Take this out.
Okay.
This food's got to get out.
Right.
What's wrong?
They said it all tastes frozen, and it should have been done in different breadcrumbs.
This is how they fucking do it in Ohio. If you did it any other way, they wouldn't eat it in Ohio.
Ah, please.
Elk medallions on a grilled portobello mushroom.
Wow. And oh, these are not for eating. Thank you, madam.
You're welcome.
Okay.
It's tough as old boots. This is incredible. Would you mind?
I would not.
Yeah, please. That is dreadful.
I can't even chew it.
Yeah.
I'm so sorry. That's not edible.
Would you like to know how much we charge for that?
This one?
$35.
Oh, no. $35. Oh, $70 to $80 for something you can't even chew through. Oh my God. Do you know what? In this day and age, though, if they put this out there, do you know what? All those dude bros who like to mew and like get their jaw lines real cut, they would pay that money because they'd be chewing there for 5 hours. You know, that goddamn workout,
Wow.
man.
Will you ask him to taste that?
Okay. I'll be back.
Thank you. Wow.
Yeah, 35 in 2012. That's what I was saying. It's closer to like 70 to 80, right? With inflation, especially post-COVID inflation. Fuck me. We are in the worst time right now for food industry. Inflation is insane.
Dead wrong. That's aged elk. Elk is going to have a bite. It's going to have a chew. It's characteristic of it. It's never going to change. That is a tender piece of elk. Chef Ramsay does not know
guy's
the
crazy.
bite of an elk, and I would like to go to his restaurant where he has elk. That fucking elk is tender. It's delicious. What I'm trying to accomplish.
Dude, you took one bite and you're still talking while chewing because you can't finish chewing it because it's that tough. You're still chewing while talking. What are we talking about? Like, it's so... Let me make my point. It's tender. It's tender. No, it's the right amount. It's not chewy. Hold on. Got some water? I said it's not chewy. It's like, fuck, man. Come on.
Farm to fork. This is how these items eat. I was surprised that he didn't get that. I'm gonna challenge him. I'm gonna say, you know what? At my expense, I'm gonna go to your fucking restaurant and you make me elk. And you show me how to make it.
Joe said you are dead wrong.
Dead wrong.
Dead wrong.
I'ma just say it. Listen, Gordon Ramsay could not make a grilled cheese sandwich. That motherfucker sucks at a grilled cheese sandwich. That motherfucker can't make ramen. But you know what I trust him to make? Some elk. I trust him to make a steak, a filet mignon, a goddamn elk. Anything in that category, I trust him. Just stay in your lane, Gordon, and I always trust you. That's for sure. Yep, 100%. 100%. Fish, I trust you. Anything like that, I trust you. There's only certain things where I'm like, don't cross the line, Gordon. Right? That's what I trust him with. And you can't challenge him for that. Fancy shit, not regular shit. Yeah, anything fancy, I trust him. 100%. Because we saw that grilled cheese video. That dude cannot make a grilled... That was bad. But I do have a lot of faith in Gordon as a chef.
He had 2 pieces. He said, and I quote, "That is a tender piece of elk."
Wow. If you honestly thought that was tender, they can eat my running shoes, you know that.
Yeah.
Thanks for your insight.
Okay.
Tell everyone to get ready for dinner. I'll be back.
Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you very much.
Yeah, I was planning on going to like some of Gordon's restaurants and trying the beef Wellington. That's my plan for like YouTube videos. I bought an IRL camera and stuff so I could make IRL content. So I'm planning on doing that. Very excited.
Talk to Joe after, yeah?
Okay.
I'm going out for some fresh air.
Okay,
In
I'll
fact,
let him
I'm
know.
going out. Is there a local cafe nearby or?
Berries up.
Berries.
Yep.
That's it.
The Dinky.
I've heard of Berries.
See you.
That's one out on Main Street. Thank you, Dane.
Correct.
Wow.
Chef Ramsay said he is going to get something to eat, get some air, and he will be back for dinner.
He said, I can't even eat at your lunch at your restaurant. I'm gonna go eat somewhere else and come back.
That's so great.
That's so crazy.
Trying to get some food. You motherfucker. He's gonna leave and go get something to eat?
I'm sorry, were you saying that as you pulled out a frozen bag of bullshit? There's no way he's saying that as in his hands is a frozen bag of bullshit while he's talking about this. You have no right. That's insane.
Some food. You motherfucker. He's gonna leave and go get something to eat? Good luck. Go find something better.
Chef Ramsay has returned to Mill Street Bistro after a walk around town and a quick bite.
Where's Joe?
He is ready to give his verdict on the food to Joe.
All
And the
right.
staff couldn't be more excited to
Oh,
witness.
they're all smiling. They're all smiling. They're so excited. Look at the staff.
Your thoughts on my lunch?
My thoughts on
Yeah.
your lunch?
Yeah, an insight, yeah.
I've never had anybody in my career critique my items that told me every one of them was a piece of shit and he had to go down the street to eat.
Wow.
That was uncalled for.
Oh, he said it.
Can I
Okay.
just give you an insight to my lunch?
Sure, since you've asked me, now you can go ahead.
That's very kind of you. I wasn't impressed with anything. I didn't take second or third mouthful from any dish. Let's start off with the scallops en croûte. The pastry was raw, rubbery scallops, bland.
Okay.
Next course, oyster Rockefeller. Yeah, oyster disaster.
Man, they laughing. They
Okay.
smiling and laughing.
Out of those
Oh!
three fish, which one was fresh? He's not going to answer me. He'll just give me BS. How many of those
I'll
catches
answer
a day?
you.
You think your fish is fresh?
Does that fucking say fresh fish?
On the board, it says fresh catch of the day. What does catch of the day mean?
Fresh fish.
Catch of the frozen freezer?
We have fresh fish.
No, we do not.
Oh, he lying. Everyone calling it out.
IQF frozen.
IQF,
Individually, quickly frozen.
Right. When did that come off the boat?
4 days.
Fresh frozen, people. Fresh frozen. Holy shit. I can't, man. It's so insane to me. We do need a bingo card. We need to start doing bingo cards when watching Kitchen Nightmares. You guys let me know. We'll get that
You haven't
started.
got any in your freezer.
God damn.
You haven't got any in your freezer.
Fresh fish?
Have you got it in your freezer?
Yeah.
Thank you. What does catch of the day mean, Joe?
It means what is fresh, local to the region at the time.
Not frozen. You're trying to...
That motherfucker put together together a sentence like a child lying in front of his parent. And then it means that, because he doesn't want to say fresh. He doesn't want to say the word fresh. He wants to say, it means the local region of the catch, and then it comes in the boat, and then 4 days later I quick freeze it, but that doesn't mean it's not fresh because it's actually fresh from 4 days ago. Like, shut up, bitch! He lying!
If it's not fresh, don't call it fresh. Catch of the day.
Go to the next thing. We got it.
You're not answering a straight question with a straight answer.
I'm gonna be real with you guys for 1 second. I know someone in chat just went, oh my god, this old boomer ass. I'm gonna be real with you guys. I'm pushing 30. You'd be surprised how many people watch this channel who are in their 45 to 50 range, okay? A lot of people are getting up there in the years. All right. You're saying boomer like we're back in 2010. Don't do it. Don't. All right. We're all getting older right now. Relax. Relax. Don't say your ages in chat, please. Do not say your ages. Don't say your ages in chat. Don't say your ages in chat. And all right. Just gonna, yep. For those of you guys wondering on YouTube why I tell people not to say their ages in chat and put them in emote only, is because I remember back in 2020 when the whole like Minecrafter Smash Bros thing came out, and like there was so many like pedophiles and groomers, and I was like, how do I protect my community? I was like, oh, it's easy. I'll just make it so no one can say their age. My age demographic in my community is very high compared to most because I usually have very long form videos. So my demographic is a lot older. But it's like, what's the best way to keep people safe if there is individuals who are like in their late teens? I was like, oh, the best way to do that is to make sure no one says their age, including the adults, right? So if no one says their age, we lead by a good example, right? And we also have a no DMing policy. Don't personally message each other. Keep it appropriate. The more appropriate it is, the more you can say it in a general discussion in a public chat, right? That's why we have the Discord being public, where anyone can talk to each other, but don't do it privately to keep safety, right? Internet safety is super important. So shit like that, you know? So yes. Anyway, don't say your ages. I know a lot of you are old. Do you know how I know a lot of you are old? Okay? I get the demographics. I know how old my audience is. Do not say your age in chat. Please respect the rule. I know a lot of you guys didn't know the rule, but now you know. All right? Again, it's just to make sure, even though the percentage of people who watch me who are young is very minuscule, very, very minuscule, it's always just a concern to me as someone who really wants to become a mom to protect people as much as I can, right? You guys can understand that. You guys know how much I want to be a mom and how baby crazy I am. And if that's the way I can protect, like, you know, the youth, in case they happen to pop by the channel, then that's the way I'm going to do it. All right, simple as that. Thank you. Now, please do not say your ages anymore. I'm going to let you guys talk again, okay? Thank you.
And you're deflecting it.
No, I'm not deflecting everything. I'm
Frozen
telling you.
fish, frozen oysters.
I'm not deflecting. I'm just deflecting.
What's your point?
Next course, elk quesadilla. Dry, rubbery, disgusting elk that should go nowhere near a quesadilla.
I'm okay with that.
What were you thinking putting that in a quesadilla?
What was I thinking?
Yeah, just...
Yeah, I got the balls to make what I feel that might
I got
work.
the balls! You know what? That's what I like to hear. When a chef goes, I got the balls to make something. I got the gonads. Thanks, man. Appreciate it. Yeah. I make it with passion.
Elk medallions.
There was nothing wrong with that elk.
Chewy, bland, raw in the middle.
You wanted a medium rare.
Oh, paying $35 for it, I thought I deserved that.
Okay.
Excuse me, so if I got the medium, would they have tasted better?
They would have been more consistently cooked.
Oh.
I have been eating elk for 30 years. Do you have it on your menu?
Seasonally.
But why? Okay, if you thought it was going to be bad, why not say, oh, sorry, our elk is served at medium rarity. We actually don't change the temperature for it per order. You can do that, but you can't offer them a temperature preference and then say it's their fault. That's such a stupid, especially when you're the one who cooked it incorrectly.
You explained to me what the game season is.
So it's when game is at its absolute best.
This is back in the...
I'm sorry. This is so funny. He really said, okay, then you explain to me what game season is. So Gordon goes, okay, and he starts to explain, and he goes, okay, so, and it's like, bro, you're not letting him talk. You just asked him a question. What? What? Hello? What? Hello?
Back in Scotland?
No.
This is where?
New York.
New York.
Yeah, New York. Let me tell you something. You're not a chef. Stop pretending to be one.
Did I tell you I was a chef?
You told me you trained with the best chefs in Europe.
I didn't fucking tell you that.
I'm self-taught by old school Europeans.
He lies so much, he forgets his lies. He lies so much, he doesn't even remember what he's lied about. That's incredible.
Master chefs that had a liking to me.
Who is the chef here?
It's my kitchen. I'm the chef.
You just told me you're not.
You just said you weren't.
I'm not a certified chef like
No, I know
yourself.
that. But who cooks?
I do.
Right, so you're the head chef. You write the menus. You dictate
Oh my
special
God.
features.
Correct.
Let me tell you something. You're not a fine dining bistro. You're a small man with a fake bistro. You're shooting way above your station. You've totally misjudged your market. Because all these pretentious ideas that you think...
Yeah, W editor to bring the flashback, yeah.
Screwed.
What are you referring to?
Here we go. Make it easy for you.
Yeah,
I know
I
you're not a
speak
chef, you
English
wouldn't
too.
understand. Okay. Store-bought chocolate cake, garnished with fake flowers. You don't even cook. You just prance around behind the line, throwing raw bits of carrots on top of raw pastry. I've never come across a beast.
Body language wise, you can see what he's closing off. He's literally doing a self-hugging motion. Look at this. This is insane. My boy feel like a small little man. Small little man, self-hugging motion. Oh, next thing you know, his hands are going to drop near his groin area. Protection. That's another one. That's another one. Oh, we'll see. We'll see if it happens.
Anywhere in the world.
In the
with
world.
data. In the world.
In the world? We'll
Dude,
research that.
You are so fucking arrogant. You don't even listen to your customers, let alone your staff.
Let me Google that real quick.
That told me more problems and issues in the first 20 minutes of meeting them than you have done all fucking day.
Look at that. Staff is so happy. Staff is so happy.
Yeah. From a fake fireplace to fake garnish, yeah, you want me to blow fucking smoke up your phony ass.
You know what? W reaction face. We love this. Slay, queen, slay. I want to talk about something. You'll see his tongue moving because he's so ready to say what he wants to say next in his mouth. His tongue is literally going over and over again because he's trying to say something and interrupt Gordon, but Gordon keeps talking.
You want me to blow fucking smoke
like
up your phony ass.
I don't want you to blow smoke up my phony ass.
Wow.
It was petite micro carrots that was
It's not
garnish.
just about the carrots. Carrots is just a fucking example of 20 things that have gone wrong.
You're busting my balls.
Because you're in fucking denial.
They added a boom sound effect. That's great. That's nice.
Cake for you. Yeah. I'm lost for words. I don't know what to say. Do you know what we could do for me?
So there's this one diner that's pretty local to me. It's not super close, but it's close enough. My dad and I went there, and it's the most run-down diner you'll ever see in your life. Not the cute, classy, quirky diner, right? You know, some have like those like that cool lighting, and they give you a little bit of that like little 50s vibe, right? No, this one has no lighting. It's dingy. It's probably mold underneath the goddamn carpets. Okay, them shits have never been cleaned. We went in there, and my dad goes, "Are you sure we should stay here?" I was like, "Dad, let's give it a shot. You know what? If we get a little bit of poisoning, what's the worst it could do? I already got cancer." He hates when I do that, but I love doing it. So, so we walk in, and then and we see there's some people already sitting here. And I was like, "Huh, they can't be doing that bad, right?" And then we see by the time we sit down, takeout after takeout after takeout. They're doing great takeout business. They're getting ordered a lot. And we're looking at this and we're like, why does this indoor part look like dog shit, but they're making this much money, right? We order and our meal is fantastic. It is a delicious meal, right? We're looking at each other. We're looking at the food. We're looking at the customer. We're like, wow. They don't give a fuck about their dining experience inside because the food is good. That's why they don't give a fuck. They're like, we know your asses came here to eat. We'll give you that good ass food, but we are not cleaning shit. We are not replacing light bulbs. And if you really don't want to eat in here, you'll order the takeout. They know exactly what they're doing. And I'm like, wow, that's smart as hell. This is money well invested, I guess. God damn. That is. And you know what? The reason why I brought that up in particular is because I ordered their chocolate cake. And on their menu, it says world famous chocolate cake. And I go, world famous? Motherfucker, no one's heard of you. But okay, sure, right? And I try it. And it's this soft, moist, freshly baked cake that you can tell is like real love and chocolate put into it. And I go, Dad, this might be one of the best chocolate cakes I've ever had. Dad, the title might not be a fucking lie. My dad goes, what? And I'm like, try it. He goes, oh, okay. He tries it and he goes, wow, that's really good. I'm like, Dad, this plate, like the food was a little bit above average, but it was mostly average. That's a nice meal. But damn, that chocolate cake was crazy. That menu was not false advertising. That was insanely good cake. I sat there like, this place made that? And you know what? You'd be surprised how powerful a dessert can make your experience. Because when you finish a dessert, right? That's what that's what your takeaway of the meal is. Your first impression, your appetizer, the main course you'll remember for sure. But the ending, that feeling you have when you leave the restaurant, helps a lot due to the dessert. And if that dessert doesn't hit, you're not going to leave with a good experience, right? That's what same thing applies to concerts. I don't know if you knew that. If you go to a concert, they'll always start with their second best song. Then their best song, they usually save for the last because that's what they want to leave you with. So when you leave the concert, you're leaving on a high with a great experience, things like that, right? And you'll always put your weakest ones dead in the middle, right? The reason being is that that's the most forgetful spot. Interludes, parts that you need to like go set up for the next part, that's where you do it in the middle. Anyways, that's just same thing kind of applies to culinary as well.
Impress me with your dinner service. Show me how you function. Chef.
You want to see what comes back? Our elk does not come back.
I'm deeply sorry your feelings are hurt.
My fucking feelings ain't hurt.
Oh.
You can't hurt my feelings.
You're ignoring my advice.
No, I'm not.
And you're going up against me.
No, I'm not
Yes, you
ignoring
are.
your advice.
You can't hurt my feelings. Nothing's right, I'm torn. I'm a little late. This is something real. He just starts breaking into the most emo shit you could possibly imagine. Nothing's fine. I'm torn. Super emo. That's what it feels like. My feelings, they're not hurt. I can't be hurt by bullies like you. Hey there, Delilah. What's it like in New York City?
I feel like Christmas has come early.
Defensive, ignorant, and in complete
And guess
denial.
what? If I'm all that, you're my twin.
What?
Yeah, because I've been called you here many a times. So let's get over the bullshit.
I can cook.
Oh, I love when he does that. I love when he gets the I'm a fuck you energy, where he whispers in their ear and starts saying that crazy ass shit. Why does he do this all the time? He does this way too often, where he gets in their ear and starts whispering like that. What's this energy, Gordon? Are you trying to fuck him? What? Because I swear to God, when my partner does that to me and he starts talking, I'm like, hey, oh, okay, it's bedroom time, right? I'm sorry. And he get that kind of like little stern tone to it. Hold on, watch this shit.
I can cook, Joe.
I can cook, Joe. And that's where the fan fiction starts. That's where it starts, all right? That's where it blossoms from.
When you have the arrogance to stand in front of me and charge your locals $35
Sultry Gordon.
for entrees,
Yeah.
that are inedible? Have a look at yourself, man.
People seem to enjoy it.
Bullshit.
Bullshit.
Bullshit! 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 Oh, sorry, that we're doing echoing. No, we're not echoing? My bad, sorry. Did not read the vibe. My bad, besties.
After clashing with Chef Ramsay over the quality of his food, owner Joe is truly not understanding.
Oh my god! We're 28 minutes in and we haven't watched a dinner service. Holy shit! We haven't looked at the kitchen yet and we haven't had a dinner service. What? What?
I know more about fucking elk in Buffalo.
I'm sure you do know about fucking elk, but I'm sure you already fucking that goat named, what was it, Slim? Slimmy? What was that goat's name?
in beef than he'll ever.
Yeah, it's a two-parter? Yeah, don't worry, Chad, don't worry. Still crazy, though. Still crazy. To not even have...
fraud. Come on, let's cook our rotten fucking food that he wouldn't have when we was in the county jail.
Give me a fucking break, Chef Ramsay.
Well, he just slammed my restaurant like it's never been. He does not know what I know about lake fish. He does not know what I know about buffalo. And I'm supposed to take this that my food is garbage and I'm a fraud? I don't give a shit.
Customers are walking in! Customers are waiting, listening to you!
Jen?
I'm so uncomfortable. I'm so uncomfortable. I'm so uncomfortable. Oh, Skinny.
Bill?
Thank you, chat. I remember the goat's name.
Speak up. I think every one of you need to get your shit together. That's what this is about.
We got customers out here.
So I appreciate what you do.
Code switched so fast. He saw the customers. Didn't say, oh, hello, just be one moment. He looked, surprised Pikachu face. And then goes, I appreciate what you're doing.
I honestly appreciate each and every one of you, what you're doing, okay?
Let's get to dinner service.
Right this way, folks. My apologies of how much you heard.
This is some of the finest
That's insane.
fucking elk you can
That's
get.
so insane.
Chef Ramsay called it garbage.
See, the problem with my dad and I is like we're way too confrontational. So the problem is if we see somebody like getting mad at somebody, we like step in. We can't help it. It's who we are. We're like the Giga Chad alphas. Now the reason why we're like that, my dad and I in particular, is I was a pussy ass bitch my entire life until maybe 2 to 3 years ago was when I developed a backbone. All right. My backbone came in very late. Actually, no, it's been more than that. It's been 2019 when I got my backbone. But my whole life, I was a pussy ass bitch and a bystander. But 2019 and onwards, I really developed a backbone. Right. And it's funny because there's one of my friends from back in the day who remembered me when I was shy, showed up in chat the other day. And I'm sure they were surprised by my personality now, but I'm very outgoing now. And to the point where I have like this lack of embarrassment meter because I'm just like, what the fuck do I care? We're all people, right? And it's like, if I saw somebody yelling at a poor employee, I don't know if I could handle that. I don't know, man. If I heard them be like, you fucking suck, I think I'd have to step in, man. I'd have to. There's no way. That or my dad would beat me to it and he would step in. That's the thing about my dad and I, is that we really, we can't handle it. Because it's just one of those things where like, I feel very protective. And maybe it's because I'm super hormonal, but I'm very protective of people, even if I don't know them. Because it really bothers me, like just injustices in general. I think the reason why that bothers me is because I was somebody who needed to be protected. Because I was very like, I was a wimp. I was a wimp my entire life, right? I only got my backbone when I got older. And it's like, damn, I really wish I had somebody who like helped stood up for me the way I needed it. And it's like, damn, I'm that personality type to stand up for people now. So I want to do it. And that's kind of like how I go about it. Your wife discovered her backbone when she met you? Do you know what? That means she had W character development. You helped her feel more strong and independent by the power of your love and encouragement. And that backbone might be used against you. But remember, we love that for her. So whenever that backbone starts to make you feel like shit, remember, you helped to make her this way. Much love to you and your wife, homie.
The worst shit in the world. We're supposed to wait to serve it when the grass is a certain height back over in Scotland.
My name's Bill. I'll be taking care of you tonight.
I'll have the bistro chops.
All right.
I'll have the New York strip medium.
Medium?
Tom, and the cream of asparagus, is it pure vegetarian?
Listen, leave the kitchen, go over the other side.
Joe gets mad if anybody's saying anything to the kitchen. You know, he says you need to be in there, you need to be quick, you need to respond to get the fuck out of the kitchen.
We went over this in the beginning of the shift.
Tom, is that poor quiet? You're not allowed to talk? No, what does a good quiet mean? Neighbours complaining?
No, it's supposed to be an
He has a quiet sign. Chat. Quiet. I'm recording. Chat. Shut the fuck up. Shut up. I'm recording. Okay? Stop it. How do you communicate in the kitchen? How do you communicate your orders? How do you time things properly? You need to talk constantly. You need to communicate. That's crazy.
very chatter in the kitchen.
So no chatter.
Right.
So how do you communicate? Who put that up there?
I put that up. So we
Of
got a
course
job to
he
do.
did. Of course he did.
Focus, mediocre as we are. People just, you know, they want to talk about something, just take it out there.
You okay? Oh. You okay?
Oh, I'm fine.
Jesus Christ, don't shout.
Oh, I'm sorry.
He's fucking around.
I really can't talk, but you okay? Yeah, thank you. Let me know. Give me a sign.
That's so funny.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
A perch, a pork chop, and a strip.
Oh, well, that might be my chicken verdicchio then.
It's like you're guessing now. What table number is this? You're not allowed to ask how long?
Yeah, he has not said what table it's coming up.
Okay, let's get these out. Boom, 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 and we should be okay after that.
Even
Boom,
though
boom,
there
boom.
are
Say the
very
table
few
number.
words exchanged between the front of house and the kitchen.
Steak medium rare.
Food is still being delivered at a reasonable pace.
Okay.
Scallops.
Unfortunately, the food is missing the mark with many of the customers.
It's kind of gross.
It just doesn't taste good.
The sauce is potent. Let me get it out of your way. Is there something else we could get for you?
No.
I've had that happen before with my fiance, where if he gets something wrong in his order, he doesn't like to complain. He'll just kind of sit with it. I can't. I am the wife who asks for extra napkins. That's me. I have it in me. So like when they come back around, I'll be like, hey, my partner's food is like blah, 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 blah. I'm like, don't worry. I know it's no issue with you or anything. And the kitchen's probably doing their best. If you get a moment, could you please like either remake it or can we substitute it? It's just that, right? And I give them like options because I don't want to ever make them feel like they're pressured to like do something, right? I was like, whichever one works best for the kitchen, we're down for. It's just that this isn't edible. This is not what he wanted, right? And like some people say they'll eat it anyways. It really depends because if something tastes like off, like something is old and you're served it, you're paying your good money. That's the reality. You're paying your money for it. That matters. You're getting the quality of food that you want matters. The only time where I think it doesn't matter is like, yeah, if someone says like no pickles or something, just pick them off yourself. That's not a big deal. If something comes a little bit off, whatever. If something like, if like someone gives you like an extra tomato when you didn't want tomato, whatever, pick it off. That's not a big deal. My issue is like, if there's a food quality issue, you should send it back, right? Hey, this tastes old. Hey, there's a problem here. Like, this is not okay, right? Like my partner's genuinely not enjoying their meal because it tastes off, right? And stuff like that is where my line gets crossed. Or if you're allergic. Of course, if you're allergic. Yeah, of course. But I'm not talking about that in particular. If you're allergic, that's a safety issue, right? But also, it's like, if the kitchen doesn't know that something might be old or something, they didn't pay attention, it's good to also inform them about that. So they can either like take it off the menu for the night, right? Which is why I give the option where I'm like, can we either get it remade or get something else instead, right? Because that way it's like, hey, if you have to throw it out for the night because it's bad, no problem. But like at least like you go check out the kitchen, right? And they'll see what they can do. Some establishments have rules where they're like, I'm sorry, but we can take it off your like bill, but you have to order something else and you have to pay for that. I'd be like, no problem. Or some of them will be like, I can give you a discount on that, but my manager's not here. There's not much I can do. And I'll be like, again, that's no problem, right? Because if your manager's not there and you can't take the meal off my bill, I get it, right? I'm not going to make the waitress feel like shit and take it out of their money. I'm going to just deal with what I can, right? But at the same time, it's like your complaint needs to be known. Just don't get mad at the waiting staff. They're just doing their best. But figure out something that can help resolve your issue, because as a paying customer, you deserve to have that too, right? There's a way to be civil about it without being a total dick. But sending back your food is fine.
This was sent back. She said it doesn't taste good.
Okay. What's wrong with it?
She did not like it. She said
like
it doesn't taste right.
Okay, I've never sent back food because it doesn't taste good. I've sent it back because it's not cooked well or properly, especially for chicken. If my chicken's undercooked, I'm sending it back. You're trying to kill me at that point. That's fair.
It's strong.
Huh?
It's strong, huh? Very strong. Have a taste.
I think what she did is she got a bite of rosemary.
Oh, God, Joe. Is she complaining she's got a branch of rosemary in her teeth? No, she's not. I think it's overpowering. The beer doesn't work and it's too strong. He didn't mention anything about rosemary. Come on. Man.
God damn.
Well, then cook. Okay, cook then. Fuck me. Try to cook then.
I don't know, man. I wouldn't send that one back. It's like, okay, the dish is overpowering because it has too much rosemary in it or has like too much seasoning. I don't know. I'd probably just kind of scrape it off and pray that I can keep powering through. Anyone got some dipping sauces? Anyone got dipping sauces? I don't know, man. It would be hard for me to complain about that. Because if it's cooked well, I don't really care too much. But yeah, I mean, it just depends.
Passion fruit, mate. That's the closest you'll get to passion.
You got a pebble in your ravioli, a rock. Yeah. An actual rock.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, that's a rock.
I will take this.
What is it?
This was in my lady's ravioli.
What is it?
Like a rock.
Wow. Huh? Wow.
Okay, chat. Okay, you're telling me you wouldn't send back a fucking rock in your food? There's no way. There's a rock in her food. You wouldn't send it back? I love free rocks. You know what? That's so cute. That was too adorable that whatever answer anyone else says, I don't care anymore because that was too cute. That was actually so heartwarming. I like rocks. Okay, I'm too hormonal. I'm gonna get teary-eyed because that was cute and I can't handle cute things. I start crying. You know my hormones are all fucked up. Why would you do that? Okay, no, we're hitting play.
Ravioli. Like a rock in there. What table number, please, Amy?
31.
It's like a stone.
Never seen it.
My God.
That doesn't happen here, but it happened now.
Man.
All right, what else can we fuck up here? He is being so critical and so brutal.
That's his whole job, is to be critical and brutal.
Food that we make for everybody.
Wow.
Oh my God. That's it. I can't do anymore. I can cook, let me tell you, but I ain't gonna do this.
Why is wearing jeans and not actual pants?
And in spite of
What's happening?
This is
supposed to be fine dining. Didn't we say that a million times?
Ravioli. Like a rock in there.
All right, what else can we fuck up here?
Joe remains in denial.
Tommy, we're gonna make all the bad food that we make for everybody.
Oh my God. Head chef, my ass.
I don't care.
Hello? Ah, Teresa, how are you?
As part of his research, Chef Ramsay had reached out to a former employee.
Oh, yes!
And her return phone
former
call
employees!
did not happen
Former employees! Let's go! They can say whatever they want!
Good to see you too.
I have just some things I wanted to share with you and tell you.
Let's go and stand over here. Wow, wow, wow.
I have not seen Nino.
Will you, please?
I don't think I have, at least.
Give me some background. You
The
quit
person in
recently?
chat.
How long ago?
A month ago. I was hired for garde and prep.
And then what happened?
I ended up being garde, prep, dishes, cleaning. I did my own prep list. We have no head chef. So I'm in there busting my ass. He has to have someone always to put his frustrations onto, scapegoat. And so he had only me to do it. And I would come in every day and it was just, this
Just
is wrong,
bullying
that's
her.
wrong.
He was just bullying her. That's so fucked.
I was being pretty much, and I just couldn't take it anymore. I'm doing much better now. I'm not crying when I go home. I'm not stressing out before I go to work. The reason I quit is I have too much pride.
You're right.
No. They took some pictures. This is the stuff that was here. That's meat in a baggie.
What's it doing in a bag?
Blood. It's to be served.
To be served?
That's the chef garden vegetables.
She kept fucking photos. She got the receipts, bitch, of your rotten ass, stinky ass vegetables and bags of meat blood. What the fuck?
That's the black girl pork chops.
Oh my God, what is it with this guy? He preaches farm to table. All I've seen is frozen to table.
The steaks he buys, he goes to a store and buys the tenderloins and stuff, and he cuts them up.
Why is he pretending? Why is he playing at it? Why is he kidding himself on, trying to pull the wool over the customer's eyes?
He just is a cheapskate. He wants to make money.
The locals in this area, he thinks he's...
It's from a farm somewhere, maybe. W chatter.
Dreadful.
He needs to know that what he's doing is wrong. He needs to get his stuff together in there. I don't see how you're gonna do it.
Well, listen, I appreciate you coming down.
Yes, and it was nice to meet you.
Likewise.
All right, thank you.
On the heels of getting more disturbing information from an insider, Chef Ramsay knows he needs to do a deeper investigation, and it begins in the storage room.
Oh God, I hate when he does this because it makes me feel nauseous.
My God. Half frozen.
Not that nauseous, it just makes me feel sad more than anything else, to be honest.
It's not even frozen.
Sad is the right word.
Half frozen. Where's that from? No date. Wow, what a mess. My God. Frozen food that's been frozen since 2009.
I just want to tell you one thing before anything continues here. The labeling is one of the most important things you can do in the food industry. Okay, anything food service related, labeling is a must. Produce can go bad if you don't push it out fast enough. You need to throw it away and replenish. You need... I just...
3 years ago.
3 years ago! 3 years ago!
Why would you freeze blue cheese? Farm to table? It's not. What is that?
What even is that? Why did he bite it?
So tough.
Why did he bite it?
Bingo. There they are. My little Rockefellers, full of water. Wow. Lesson number 1, never ever freeze an oyster. The worst thing you can ever do to it. Wow. Frozen shrimp.
Frozen shrimp!
Farm to freezer. To
Yay!
defrost. Shrimp of the day. He's showing off his farm to table. Blowing smoke up my arse about how fresh everything is. And look, a freezer full of frozen oysters, mussels, to frozen cheeses.
He freezes his damn cheese! He freezes his damn cheese, chat! That's how far gone he is!
Wow.
What's that crunch? Yeah, why did he bite it? What if it was moldy? What? He just risked it for the content.
Joe,
A true content creator of his time.
When I see fakery, from a frozen ravioli, a frozen perch, frozen oysters, and when you deny it, that makes me mad.
Well, let's talk
You do
about that.
because you're making up stories.
I'm not making up
yes,
stories.
Yes, you are. That's how fucking deluded you are.
No, I'm not deluded. We have fresh stuff, okay?
I'm struggling here to stay in this building right now. I swear to God.
Gordon, I got to cook right now.
Yeah, I wish you would. I'm standing here watching a dead man walking.
A dead man walking is crazy.
Onion soup.
All right, the onion soup's ready.
Are they raw onions in there?
What's that?
Did you put raw onions in there?
I didn't know.
Why are we doing this to each other?
I don't.
Is this a wind-up? Look at me, putting raw onions in a soup. I don't know if you're just fucking around. I'm lost, Joe.
Oh, that's actually raw! Wait, that's actually raw! What the fuck?
Okay, we responded by putting the onions in there so they had more of a bite to it.
It's raw. What's the matter with you? We send that out there, it's gonna come straight back.
What do you want to hear? That I
take it off, Joe?
Well, you told us to put more onion in it, so I put the raw onion in. I do good, Gordon? I didn't do good, Gordon? What do you mean? What? You said what? They have to caramelize, you dickhead. They have to caramelize. You can't just throw raw onions in there, you bitch. It's the other ones are cooked at a different time.
No,
What are you doing?
Fix it. Save whatever little reputation you got left. Man! Surely you got a bit more respect than that. I'm trying to reason with you, Joe.
Insane. Insane.
Fine, but I am not here to show an idiot you can't put fucking raw onions in an onion soup. I can't teach you that. That's called common sense.
Bare minimum.
It's not common. Pardon? Come here, you. Should we put raw onions in a caramelized onion soup? Tell him.
No.
Thank you. You've got talented staff to tell you that. Ask your chef. Looks like you're doing it to me on purpose.
Oh!
His verbal bullshit
He popping off.
Bullshit. But
His verbal bullshit is bullshit. Dude, you've been lying this entire episode. I don't know what you're on about.
Hands in your way is ridiculous. So what he needs to do is get out of the kitchen.
We can talk about it
Yeah,
at some
busy
other
now.
time. We're busy.
Joe, do you want me out of here? Tell me the truth. If you want me out of here, I'm gonna leave.
To be continued. Oh! That was part 1 of Mill Street Bistro. That was crazy. This is a very long recording. That was so much packed into one. We have been yapping doodle doing, huh? Well, thanks for watching, YouTube. I really hope you enjoy my commentary. I put reaction on the title, but it's more like a commentary channel than anything, so I hope you stick around for long-ass reactions. I do upload every single day. Variety content, though. I do whatever I feel like in the moment, so I hope you stick around. We'll catch you next time. Thanks so much for joining. Bye!